Welcome to my channel, Professor Paul's Nuggets. And most importantly, welcome to the ongoing subscribers. Subscribe if you haven't done so, so that you receive you receive notification when new videos are uploaded. I am so happy to be going on with my channel. So far, so good, I believe. We are building up. We're in the building up phase, but I'm sure we will come to have a large number of people on board, and then be able to also look at setting up panels to discuss some of the issues that I present. Today, I'm going to talk about the benefits of studying at home versus the benefits of studying overseas. I mean, in terms of going further in tertiary education, which is most important if one needs to broaden or to gain more knowledge, and in particular, if one needs to go for postgraduate studies. But I think I'm going to focus a lot more on doing the first degree today in this presentation. Is it better to do the first degree at home in one's home country, or is it better to go overseas to do it? Or for that matter, not move overseas, but move to another country to do it? The two are somewhat different, because you could just be moving out of your country, but to just a neighboring country which has similar geographical elements, and therefore wouldn't be too drastic, wouldn't be such a drastic move to do. Looking at my own background, yes, I did my first degree at home, as I informed everyone in my introductory nugget. I did my first degree at home. I actually started my master's at home, but then went overseas to the UK to do it all over from the scratch. And then did my PhD, started at home, again went overseas to start from the scratch. So I've really acquired a lot of knowledge of both environments, home and abroad, overseas, in terms of my studies. But if I was to be asked, or if I'm asked about whether one should study at home, do the first degree at home, or go overseas to do that, there are certain things I would look at. For one, let's assume that one decides to study at home, what would be the benefits of such a decision? The first, I would think, is the cultural context of the course or the program being undertaken. Most courses or programs are set for the local environment, so that if one intends to work eventually in the local environment, then you would say it is best to do the first degree at home. Because let's be realistic, the first degree offers the broadest knowledge that one can acquire in terms of learning. If you are doing any program or course, you would take a lot of do a lot of things to cover all grounds, a very wide ground, a wide range of subjects to be able to get your bachelor award. So there is that cultural context and content that is really useful if one would end up as working at home. Then, of course, the costs, fees tend to be lower at home because of government subsidies to citizens and the like. But at least one could actually be studying from home, or not need to move into hostel and other rental accommodation before or while studying. So just to link up to the first one, cultural context and content, is the relevance of the knowledge. The knowledge being gained is always useful depending on the course that the person is undertaking. The knowledge would be very, very relevant to your country. If you look at agriculture, for example, agriculture around the world is done in so many different, under very many different environmental conditions, ranging from the tropical to the temperate. So that is how it is taught. If you were in the tropics, then you'll be dealing with tropical crops and tropical animals, tropical climatic conditions, which are completely different from most environments outside the tropics. And then you would have a lot of family support. It can be difficult sometimes, especially for young people while studying. Things that the university system may not be able to deal with. This is why it is important to sit at home and gain this support from family members when things turn difficult. But there are many benefits of also studying overseas. One gets into new environments. We could argue that it is enough by the time one gets into university. One would be probably 14, 15, 16, 17, or even 18 years of age. In some countries, 19. So one would have learned a lot by looking at his or her environment from primary school to secondary school. Therefore, moving overseas wouldn't be very harmful, but just bear in mind that just changing that environment would mean that you'll be studying things that you may not be able to take and apply back home. Another benefit of studying overseas is what I would call outbreeding. We have I won't call it crossbreeding because there is a different term connotation as we use it in animal science. But outbreeding ensures that you are learning from a new set of people, new cultural thinking, new thinking in general, new values, so that you will be able to broaden your mind. So unlike staying back at home, you'll be meeting almost the same people, the same kind of people that you have encountered all of your life, which may not really be too useful, beneficial for continuous development of the mind. What I also would argue for is the better technology that is available in many countries overseas. But now it's really more an issue of funding. Technology can easily be bought now and is readily available to be bought and used in many parts of the world. So it doesn't really matter whether one is in Africa or Asia or wherever. It is now possible to acquire this technology and apply it anywhere in the world, unlike in the past. And the technology is actually getting cheaper as more and more generic technology becomes available. Another advantage that I have seen with developed countries and overseas in particular is the stability of policies. Most developing countries suffer from industrial actions quite frequently, and that has destabilized the educational system considerably. Whereas the policies overseas have been honed over the years to the extent that whether it is human resource management or whatever, the policies are quite stable, and the academic year is quite stable, and therefore delivery and learning, teaching and learning run more smoothly than you would have in many developing countries. So, to sum it all up, what would be my preference? Personally, I would think that it is very, very useful to do your first degree at home. I'm aware of some of the instabilities in the public university system, particularly in Africa right now, but it would be probably be more useful to go to a private university in your home country, where the system may be more stable, and then acquire your first degree before you think of going outside. It can be quite a shock for young people just leaving home and then go thousands of kilometers away to do their first degrees. So my preference would be to study at home, unless, of course, your parents are also living overseas, where they will give you the support, that family support that will be needed from time to time. But there are also now hybrid programs where you will study overseas, and many universities are actually, overseas universities are setting up campuses around the world. So you would have the University of Aberdeen, for example, operating from Dubai or from somewhere in Asia, and they have started going into Africa. So if you do wish to make use of some of the technology, the better technology, the teaching quality and everything, and still gain from the local environment, then one could actually just go into some of these outposts or external campuses of foreign universities and enroll there. Like I say, once the first degree has been acquired, it will be useful to maybe go for master's or PhD, and I may be touching on that again in a later video. But for now, I think that is where I will stop for now, and listening to your own feedback, questions and comments. But please do subscribe and share this video so that we can build the community to share more. Thank you for listening.